Thank you for choosing SENERGY SE Series 3 phases on-grid PV inverter. It's a new generation of PV inverters that incorporate the values of high efficiency,
convenience, and reliability.
In this video, we will have a brief introduction of SENERGY inverter installation, commissioning, and common troubleshooting, preparation before installation, tools we need before the installation. Unpack with guarded blade utility knife. Take out the inverter and its accessories. Follow the location requirements to install the inverter in proper places, with shelter to avoid the direct exposure to sun, rain, and snow, and extend the product's service life. Take out the rear panel, 3 pieces of M12 screw bolt, 3 pieces of M12 screw nuts, and 3 pieces of washer from the packing case. Tighten the rear panel on the support using adjustable wrench. 2 men hang the inverter on the support.
And don't forget to tighten the M6 hexagon screws at the right of the inverter.
Ensure 2 DC switches are switched to off. Electrical connections, security tips. Connecting ground cables. Remove an appropriate length of the insulation layer from the yellow-green earth wire using wire stripper.
After the cable passes through the waterproof joint of the AC terminal, crimp the earth wire with R terminal using cross screwdriver. Remove the cross screws on the inverter by cross screwdriver. Route the screws into the R terminal and tighten it firmly.
Connecting AC output cables.
Use a wire stripper to remove an appropriate length of the AC output insulation layer. Use the wire pliers to press R terminals for each wire rod. Heat shrinkable after casing. After the cable passes through the waterproof joint of the AC terminal, use cross screwdriver to remove the cross screw of terminal block. Fix the R terminal head cable. Ensure that the location cables of L1, L2, L3, Level 1, Level 2, N, and PE are fastened. Straighten the cables. Tighten the AC terminal on the main box with a cross screwdriver. Ensure that AC terminal head is fastened. Clean up the cables. Then use wrench to tighten the waterproof joint.
Connecting DC input power cables. Remove an appropriate length of the insulation layer from DC input power cables using a wire stripper. Crimp the cables with copper terminals using a crimping tool. Insert the crimped male and female power cables into the corresponding male and female amphenol connectors, respectively. Measure the voltage using a multimeter and ensure that it is within the specified range. Connect the corresponding male and female DC terminals. Tighten the locking the waterproof nuts on the connectors. Connecting communications cables.
Remove the screw on RS485 cover using cross screwdriver and take off the board. Remove an appropriate length of the insulation layer from communications cable using a wire stripper. Route the communications cable through the waterproof connector on RS485 wiring box and tighten the cable to connector of RS485 using straight screwdriver. Route the connector to the terminal of inverter RS485. Screw RS485 wiring box with the inverter and tighten the locking cap on the waterproof connector.
Install Wi-Fi, GPRS. Remove the screw on COM covering using cross screwdriver and take off the board. Route Wi-Fi GPRS module in COM wire socket and tighten the locking screw. Powering on. Turn on DC switch. The inverter is powered on, and the light on the LED display screen turns on green. Please contact us if you have any questions about SENERGY PV inverters.